the travel day.
Okay, there you go.
All right, Chuck.
Great, thank you. 2022
Mr. Stanton,
Here.
Mr. Natale,
Here.
Mr. Beck,
Here.
Mr. Luckett, or Ms. Luckett, I'm sorry. And Mr. Daniel.
Here.
Thank you. We also have Mr. Mays.
Yep.
Please take note of the fire hydrant located in the front and rear of the first pager. Please join me in the flag of allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Recommended February 7th, 2020. I'll second. Very good. One more than three.
Okay. Mr. Daniel,
Yeah.
Ms. Luckett,
I wasn't here, so I have to say.
Mr. Beck,
Yes.
Mr. Natale,
I was not here, but I have read the minutes. Yes to the motion.
and Mr. Stanton.
Yes, to the motion. The Cicero Town Board acknowledges the importance of full public participation at all public meetings, and therefore we resolve this to address those incidents who come to the microphone in the front. This time I will make a motion that all actions stated tonight are inaction and have a negative impact and has no impact on the environment unless otherwise indicated.
Second.
Second by Ms. Lockett. Are you ready to call the roll?
Mr. Daniel,
Yes to the motion.
Ms. Luckett,
Yes, the motion.
Mr. Beck,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Natale,
Yes to the motion.
and Mr. Stanton.
Yes to the motion. We have proof that all items on tonight's agenda have been advertised as directed by law. I will briefly review the process for tonight's meeting for the benefit of those present that have never been before the County Board of Appeals. Project. One of them ask questions about the project. It's a public hearing where people can be able to speak for or against the proposed variance. The applicant will be given the opportunity to respond to the public input and provide additional information. Board members will then again question the applicant. Board will only discuss amongst ourselves the 5 factors that contribute to the final decision. So this board does not have a pre-agenda meetings. There's no prior discussion of the cases outside of this meeting. Lastly, the motion will be made for approving or denying requested variance. First case tonight is an application for 8033 Orchard Road. The owner is Peter Tillman. The applicant is Tim Horton.
Good evening, Tim Coyer. I am using Roman's Land Surveying. So yes, we're here for Mr. Tal's property, located at 8033 Hurricane Road. It's on the west side of the property. It's an existing office building. So the variance we're seeking tonight is the replacement or repositioning of an existing sign that's sitting out there on Route 11. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. So the existing sign that is up today is sitting over here in the northeast corner of the property. It actually kind of it extends out a little bit into the existing public right of way. The state is coming through to put in a new sidewalk that's going to come off this existing sidewalk here and come in and turn over here and then continue on, south. So the state is actually taking this piece of property from Mr. Taylor. And as you can see, there's a sign here that is going to be in the state right of way, so they're making him, the state's forcing him to move this sign or get rid of it. So he's proposing moving the sign over to the south side of his property here, roughly 1 foot off the existing road boundary, 1 foot off this of the property line. Same exact sign, and he's just literally taking the existing sign, moving it to the south side of the property and reinstalling it over there. We pushed it up against the property line, up against the road boundary as much as possible to allow for through traffic through here. We thought about moving it back over here, but with the existing parking, it was harder, because if you look at the site plan, we got rid of some parking in here to allow for through traffic to come through here. So we have existing parking over here to allow through traffic coming through here. So we thought the best place to put it would be over here to keep it away from everything. Would you like me to go to the five factors?
Yes, please.
Probably can do them through my head, but I'll read. Is the requested variance substantial? Yes. 20 foot, 1 foot is a substantial request as part of the overall number percentage wise. Will an undesirable change be produced in the character of the neighborhood, or will the granting of the area variance created a detriment to nearby properties? We don't believe so. I mean, as you see, the existing sign is sitting out here, actually into the public right of way. The new sign will be back here. Roughly the same site distances will apply. Can the benefits sought by the applicant be achieved by some of these methods feasible for the applicant to pursue other than an area variance? We don't believe so. Even if you set it over here, you're still coming in for some type of variance, no matter what you do, because of how close this building is to the right of way. Was the alleged difficulty self-created? Normally, I usually say yes, but it's almost the only time where it wasn't self-created. However, we are coming in here and asking for the area, so in theory, potentially it's self-created, but it's almost the only time I can say it wasn't self-created. So I'm gonna kind of say that. Will the variance have an adverse effect on nearby physical or environmental conditions? No, it doesn't affect the neighboring property at all. And again, I actually think it's a little bit of a improvement because of where the sidewalks going to come through.
Just a clarification on the access drives. Yes.
Yep. So I don't know what year it is. I know you kind of brought it up earlier, but we came in a few years ago to allow parking in the rear of the property. We actually got a variance for the parking in the front of the property to allow us to, basically there was almost zero room to pull into the property and park the cars. These existing parking spaces up front, so we got a variance to allow us to quote unquote not enter the property and have that little bit of room to get on there. But yes, we created a drive lane through here and to park in the back. We actually have a snow removal easement and everything we created through the site plan. And the cars are supposed to come back down through on the south side and leave the property.
Out of curiosity, and I'm not sure this pertains to the various requested at all, but have you seen what your state DOT's plans are for your project?
I have not actually.
I'm curious. I was curious to see what this.
No, I saw that. I've seen the taking that, and I saw the new proposed walk placement. I didn't see the curb cut details. No.
Is the placement right along that property boundary line?
The curb is actually, I'm sorry, the sidewalk. It starts here. So this is an existing sidewalk as it sits today. It's actually on private property. Their plan is they're actually going to curve it down pretty drastically in here, and then it's going to run parallel with the road boundary up in here. So they're going to come down this way in this area and then come up.
Mr. Stan, I don't think the DOT's going to change the curve, but I think they're allowed to across the front.
In terms of reusing, literally just taking the sign up and replacing it.
Yeah.
The upright, the posts are okay. And,
Yep.
Okay. Any questions? doesn't have that what. So I won't speak against it. At this time, I will close the public hearing. Or have any questions? So, first half. Okay.
All right, so whether an undesired change will be made by the character, pardon me, reducing the character of the neighborhood if it turns to nearby properties, will that be created? I would say no, it is pretty much just having a lateral move to the other side of the property and really will have no impact on the surrounding area.
Ms. Bucket,
Agreed.
Mr. Beck,
Agreed.
Mr. Natale,
Agree.
Mr. Stanton.
I agree, and I don't think it's common, this really isn't, really not yet, it's what they don't force on them by the property.
Can the goals be achieved as a feasible alternative, which does not involve the requested area variance? I would say no. You need to put, as stated, the sign on the other corner of the property, however, we still have variance issues there and potentially some more issues with traffic in and out, the way the traffic flow goes, so, no, another, option really is on the table.
Ms. Luckett,
Agreed.
Mr. Beck,
Thank you.
okay,
Great.
Mr. Natale,
Agree.
Mr. Stanton.
I would agree.
I'm good, I agree. Whether the variance is substantial, it absolutely is. We're going from 1 foot to 20 foot from the third side there and 10 foot to 1 foot on the property line, so there is indeed a substantial variance.
Ms. Luckett,
Agreed.
Mr. Beck,
Agreed.
Mr. Natale,
Agree.
Mr. Stanton.
I would agree, and I would also just make the comment that, with respect to the adoption to the place at this time, that does not involve a variance, so, like, they outweigh the fact that it's a, they're very substantial variance.
Will it have an adverse impact on physical, environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district? Again, I would say no. The existing sign is just moving from one corner to the other, so probably a lot of people won't even notice.
Ms. Luckett,
Agreed.
Mr. Beck,
I agree, but I do have one comment. I'm a little concerned about it. It's proximity to the road, and I don't know if that's gonna create an issue down the road with other businesses. They may want to update or change signs.
So I guess just to feel that a little. Really wouldn't be creating any kind of precedent versus the board does. I just wanted to like that. That's fair.
No, understand. That's not our gig, so to speak.
Or you want them to extend the length of this from the road?
I don't think, I'm not looking to alter what is proposed. Just have a concern based on what I've seen in the past in other times about the theoretical concept of just moving it and having it so close in proximity to the road, where it doesn't necessarily meet our code.
My response to that would be likely. Not, but
Mr. Natale, Mr. Stanton.
Finally, whether this is a self-created difficulty, again, it's kind of an unusual one. I would say it's only self-created in that the property owner wants to keep their sign. But the only way for them to keep that approved there because the state is coming in and taking a piece of land, forcing the sign.
Ms. Luckett,
Agreed.
Mr. Vick,
Agreed.
Mr. Natale,
Okay.
and Mr. Stanton.
I have to say this is one of the few cases where I think you get
Finally,
I think the court of life on this point.
More than justified. Didn't realize I was finding out. All right, so then I am going to make a motion that we grant Mr. Cullen's area request at 8033 Brewerton Road to relocate his sign to be set back 1 foot from the street line where 20 feet is required and 1 foot from the side of the property boundary where a minimum distance of 10 feet is required.
So we have a motion, do I have a second?
Mr. Daniel,
Yes to the motion?
Ms. Luckett,
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Vick,
Yes, to the motion.
Mr. Natale,
Yes to the motion.
and Mr. Stanton.
Yes, good morning. Motion carried.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Got on with the same exact one coming in next month.
Thank you for the warning. So our next meeting is scheduled for May 2nd, 2022. Does anyone have any other questions before the board? But being no other business before the board, do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion to adjourn by Mr. Kelly, do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Guys, back. Adjourned.